Yo guys, how's it going? We're here for another episode of our Burton career mode on FIFA 18. Starting today's episode off with a quick training session there. Trying to improve some of the players we've got. Trying to get Grimshaw up in a few overalls if we can, because we need some better goalkeepers. As well as like some better backup keepers more than anything really. But we do go straight into a game in today's episode, trying to get even more points in front than what we already are. Try and beat QPR, which I believe are in either second or third at this point in the table, so they're not too far behind us. Well, they are, because we are quite a few points in front, but they're only a position behind us, in position or two behind us in the table. But just hoping here to try and get off to the right start as we get on the attack there with McCroy in some acres of space there, but he puts the ball way over the bar, which he should have done better. Even though he is a left back, he should have probably done a hell of a lot better there. But unluckily for us, he does put the ball over, and I was thinking this was going to be the way that the game goes. But we do get another attack, and it's again McCroy down that left back row, whips the shot in, but the keeper's equal to it. Ingram playing well there, getting that good save off. Probably wasn't too hard of a save really, it was straight at him, and there wasn't too much in the way of anything actually happening. But we do get a corner here. It's a header, it bounces off the bar, but it does get turned back in off after it rebounds off the bar, and it's a very nice header there. It was a nice header to start with. Unluckily it hits the bar, but we do actually turn it back in, and that's all that we can ask for, and it does put us 1-0 up. Ben Turner with the goal there. As you see, our big centre half puts the ball in the back of the net, and we haven't had many centre back goals in this season really. I thought we'd have a lot more, being as like I say, Ben Turner and a couple of the other centre backs are very tall players. So I thought we'd have a couple more from corners and stuff, but we ain't. But we do come on the attack here and get very lucky where Tom Hopper steals the ball off the centre back and puts it into the back of the net and makes it 2-0 just a few minutes on after that. As you see, we do actually get the goals there, and honestly, like, this has happened a couple of times now where I've stole the ball off the defenders, and it's getting a hell of a lot easier. And also I've started to play Tom Hopper in front of Akins, even though Akins is a very good player and I actually really like him on this game. I've started playing him because if he's leaving, then I want to get used to Tom Hopper and how he plays before he leaves. And obviously Akins will still be playing in the odd match, but he won't be playing very much, being as he is leaving, and there's no real point in him playing if he's going to be leaving. Just don't like him anymore. But yeah, he'll still be playing in some matches, but like I say, Hopper, he's younger, and he's also he's catching Akins up on a lot of goals here at the minute, being as he is playing a lot more games. But he's only played like a quarter of the games that Akins has, and he's scored like half the goals that Akins has, and it's unreal. As we come on another attack here, get a cross in, it doesn't come out, but we come straight back out to us here as McCroy whips a ball in and bent on the end of it. What a cross. The reason why I love playing McCroy in that left back role, he gets in brilliant positions to score goals. He hasn't scored too many, but he does get in their positions. But the main thing, he has got one hell of a cross on him, and he's so good at picking out them balls, and I actually love him for it. And as you see there, he does whip that ball in exactly to where Ben is there to make it 3-0 in the first half. Honestly, I thought after the way the first match went against these, I thought it was going to be a very slow match. But it didn't turn out that way. As you see, we did start this game off flying at 3-0 here. Absolutely killing the game. And we come forward on another attack here, trying to cause even more pain to QPR as we get into a brilliant position and smash the ball in the back of the net once again to make it 4-0 here. Tom Hopper once again getting the goal to make it 4-0. That's his second of the game so far, and honestly, he's been so good. I didn't like him when he first played for us. I thought he was going to be one of them players that's going to be literally cup games, that's it, he ain't playing any others, because he isn't that good. But honestly, he's been on form in the past few games, and I'm absolutely loving him. When he's not so good when he's got the ball at his feet, but when it's crossed into him, or when it's laid like it was there and he's passed the ball and all he has to do is take a couple of touches, he's brilliant. But you see there, he does actually take on a lot of players, but the only problem I've found with him is the fact that he can't really get the ball out of his feet sometimes, and he kind of scuffs the shot a couple of times. But when he does get into them positions, he seems to do really well, and I love him for his aerial presence as well. But as you see here, he does get on the ball again, turns his man, tries to get inside, he lays the ball off, but it gets blasted over the bar from Murtha. Probably should have done a bit better there. It should have been 5-0 there, really. But unluckily it wasn't. I don't know how Hopper kept the ball there anyway. But it should have been took off of him, really. But it didn't. And that was the end of this episode. The end of getting ahead of myself there. But getting to the end of this match here to make it 4-0. Honestly, Hopper was probably the star man in this game because of how well he did play. He was being a very, very good threat throughout this match. And absolutely loved him. And he's, like I say, he's playing really well at the minute. So I'm kind of glad that I've brought him in for Akins. And I'm kind of glad that Akins is leaving in a way. Not exactly, but we are happy in a way. As you see, he is getting on to a higher, about the same overall as Akins at this point as well. So you never know, he might end up being something special at this point. As we go into our next game against Fulham here, trying to push on again, like I say, trying to get as much of a gap at the top as we can. As you see, we're absolutely flying at the top of the table at the minute. We're not as many points up as we should be, as like I say, we went on a bit of a losing streak and a drawing streak like a few games ago, and it dropped us from 12 points to 5, and I believe we're only 2 points or 3 points at the moment, but that's because the team below us have a game in hand. It's not actually because we've dropped them points. We still have the chance to get them back up, and hopefully we can in this game. Because, like I say, we've just been playing very well at the moment, and I'm very happy with the way the team's playing. Not compared to how badly they were playing before, I'm very happy that they've got back on it. As you see, they Fulham come on the attack here. Lucas Piazon smashes the ball wide of the post there. Doesn't quite bend it enough to get it in that far post. Was a very nice shot, but unluckily for them it does go wide. But we come on the attack again here, trying to make that space, trying to make as much space as possible, and we get into the box, and Will Miller, the man in the myth, the legend at the minute, smashes the ball into the bottom left corner to make it 1-0. And I absolutely love this guy, honestly. I think he's 21 or 22 at the moment. He's a 66 overall. And honestly, he even though he isn't the highest overall or anything like that, he's got such good pace, and he breaks the game up quite well. Even though he's supposed to be a left mid, I'm playing in this left centre mid at the moment. He's supposed to be a left mid straight out. But honestly, he's filling that gap so well, and I absolutely love him in the midfield at the minute, and I hate it when I have to take him off the pitch. But they do come on the attack here. They smash another shot just wide of the post. And honestly, some of the attacks they were having in this game were very lucky that the shots didn't go in the back of the net, because they were having some very, very threatening shots in this game, and it was getting very close to it going in the back of the net. But it didn't quite go in that time. As you see, they come on the attack again, trying to attack down that right hand side, come inside, and it gets blasted over the bar again. Not a very good shot. Trying to get that space again, but doesn't quite happen. And they had so many chances in this game. It was unreal, but we somehow kept it alive, and we somehow are still in the lead as we come on to another attack, trying to basically extend the lead, because we know that Fulham were being very attacking at this point. As we come forward, get inside the box, it gets smashed into the near post there, and it is Sabrara. I believe his name is pronounced that way, but I don't know, so I'm sorry if I have butchered that name. But I've started playing him in a couple of games as well, here and there, in the the league games, and honestly, he's playing really well, and I'm really liking him at the minute. So hopefully, as well as him only being 19, and he's like a prospect as well, I believe, 63 overall. Maybe if we can play him in a few games this season and hopefully get him up enough to get him into next season's squad. As you see, that was his first goal of the season in the league anyway. I know it ain't the best, but for a fact of like how low a rating he is, it is quite good really, and can't ask for much more. But as you do see, that is how the game ends, and it does end with us winning it 2-0, another victory for the record. And honestly, we're playing so well this season, we absolutely deserve to be in the Premier League at this point, and hopefully we'll be smashing it there at this point as well, because of how well we are playing. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you're new. Thank you and peace.